Okay, so I decided to do my History of Rhetoric project on Ben and Jerry's Progress Comes in Many Flavors video. So first we will watch the video and then I will begin to break it down.
Progress. It's something worth fighting for. And you can make progress by doing the things you love. If you can bang a drum, bang it for something you believe in. If you can ride a bike, ride it naked to fight climate change. If you can farm, fight food deserts by teaching neighborhood kids how to grow their own food. If you can surf, go out there and surf for racial justice. If you demand our leaders act on climate change, demand it with a giant melting ice cream cone. If you can kayak, paddle out to stop an oil rig. Defend your waters. Send lawmakers a message. Photobomb Congress in a mustache and a monocle. If you work with puppets, march those puppets on the Capitol. Like to dress up? Make a point in a costume. Or make a point in 1,000 costumes. But try not to get arrested. If you love books, but your state is banning them, why not make a banned book library? Make a speech against the gun lobby in a bulletproof vest. Have a projector? Use it to project new meaning on an outdated statue. Then watch it come down. Know how to sew? Make a flag for the whole world to display. You don't need to be an elite politician or a policy nerd. You have the tools for doing good in the world. And the greatest tool is your own unique flavor. Ben & Jerry's. Make some mother choking shit!
Okay, so what I got from this video is Ben and Jerry's is trying to encourage activism. I do believe it is less about their ice cream and more about activism, just because Ben and Jerry's has always been pretty open about their political views. I know in the most recent years, politics has been a bit more of a bigger talk, while it has always been a part of our everyday lives. It's just, I feel like after 2015, a lot of people have just been talking about it more often. So how does this video tie back to Aristotle's three appeals? First, I will be reviewing ethos, pathos, and logos. So ethos is more about who is the speaker. Pathos is what emotions the speech is making us feel. And logos, there's induction reasoning and deduction reasoning. I couldn't come up with a definition in my own words, so I will be reading it straight out of our book, page 45. One form of induction is reasoning from examples or reasoning from particular cases to a general conclusion. For example, Aristotle was from Greece and he was smart. Plato was from Greece and he was smart. Socrates was from Greece and he was smart. Conclusion, all people from Greece are smart. So, like I said in the previous slide, Ben & Jerry's has always been pretty open about their political views, and this is why I think they wanted to make this video to encourage activism. The emotions they made us feel was hopeful, inspired, and powerful. Like they said, we don't have to be politicians to make a change in the world. And for induction reasoning, they showed us how art can be a form of activism. You can biking, surfing, farming. So the conclusion that we can come up with is activism comes in many ways. I do believe they also followed Cicero's 5 canons of rhetoric: invention, topic and supporting details, arrangement, structure of the speech, style, use of language to create a desired effect on the audience, memory, remembering what to say. I won't be touching on memory because I just don't think I have enough information to know how they remembered what to say. I'm pretty sure that they used a script that they read out of, but I just don't have enough information. delivery, presentation of the speech involving verbal and non-verbal. So invention and arrangement, the whole idea was to show us how activism comes in many ways, and I think they did a very good job with that throughout the whole video. From the beginning to the end, they gave us many examples, a lot of them being hobbies, to show that anybody can do it. They also compared activism to ice cream by saying progress comes in many flavors. Style and delivery, like I said, they played with the words. They compared activism to ice cream, and in the end they said make some mother chunkin' change. I did see that they kept it playful by keeping it a little funny. An example that I can think of is when they said, if you like to dress up and speak for what you believe in, just don't try to get arrested. They did have this on YouTube as a video, but I also saw it on TikTok. That is actually where I discovered it for the first time. It was a couple months ago, and I went on YouTube and searched for it because I just thought it was a good video for this project. But it was very positive. It was a very positive video. The conclusion, they used both Aristotle's 3 appeals and Cicero's 5 canons of rhetoric to persuade us to go out there and make a change in the world. They made it very clear that there is no excuse as to why we can't do that. Any hobby can be turned into a form of activism. And like I said in the first slide, I do think that they were persuading us to spread awareness more than to buy their ice cream, just because they have always been very open about their views. And I know recently Jerry Greenfield, I believe his last name is, I saw that he quit Ben and Jerry's because they no longer Ben and Jerry's views no longer lined up with Jerry's. I think he is much more progressive than the company, and he just didn't think it was a right fit for him anymore. So he quit. Once again, making me believe that it was really about activism more than going out to buy the ice cream. So yes, this is the end of my video. So thank you guys so much for watching it.